Greetings, club management enthusiasts. I'm Gregg Patterson, President, CEO, and sole employee of Tribal Magic, my speaking, writing, and consulting business here in Los Angeles, California. The long-retired general manager of the Beach Club in Santa Monica, an enthusiastic 40-year member of CMAA, and a committed member since inception of the Golden State chapter. This video is a management short, a 10-minute discussion of a management issue that every leader will experience with principles and practices they'll want in their managerial toolbox. In this video, I'll be discussing the success audit for successful clubs, addressing the principles managers can use to help boards, committees, and staff deliver success successfully at their clubs. Every club defines success differently, but there are certain characteristics which all successful clubs seem to exhibit. Every successful club is pursuing long-term strategic success, using a set of core values that guide the tactics needed to achieve that long-term success. The best clubs are easy to distinguish. Doesn't matter whether you're talking about a yacht club, golf club, country club, city club, or beach club. The principles and the values that underlie their success are easy to identify once you start looking closely at the clubs that attract and retain members, stay financially healthy, and flourish for a long time. These success principles, these macro must-dos, are broken down into three categories: values, people, and things. I'll repeat: values, people, and things. And when any given club has the big three, when there's coherence between the big three, long-term cultural club success will follow. Consider the first of the big three success principles: values. Value principle number one, a marketing mentality. Great clubs understand the marketing imperative. That is, simply stated, find out what they want, then give it to them. This goes for the wants of both the membership and the staff. The days of stuffed shirt marketing, that is, take what we give you and like it, are gone. Value principle number two, enthusiasm for a clearly defined mission statement. The mission statement is the core philosophy of a club, the guiding light for the board and manager. Easy for members and for staff to remember. A sexy saying that's short, pithy, and focused. A statement that captures the needs, wants, and expectations of the club. That tells the members, staff, and guests what to expect, clarifies the brand, guides the board when making strategic decisions, and guides the general manager when making tactical decisions consistent with the vision of the club. A clear, focused, pithy mission statement. We're in the happiness business, home at the beach, new neighborhood, whatever it might be, has the power to generate an enthusiasm for the club vision and its execution. Great clubs are clear in both their mission statement and in their enthusiasm for its pursuit. Value principle number three, exclusivity and privacy. Great clubs nurture their exclusivity, and with that, their privacy. They know their core constituency. They have rigorous admissions policies, and the dues are high enough to provide financial health without having to open their doors to non-member activities outside of their core constituency. Value principle number four, equity thinking amongst the members and the staff. People treat things differently when they own something. The best clubs have staff who treat the club like it's their own. Equity thinkers respect the rules. They act knowing their actions toward member, staff, and facility have future consequences, and they show an emotional connection to their club, which distinguishes them from renters, day users, and fly-by-nighters. Value principle number five, club service. Club service does ground zero right. That is, they deliver the stuff effectively and efficiently. That's ground zero commercial service. But club service delivers the right stuff with personality and a relationship. And while delivering the stuff, enlarges and enriches the delivery experience. Consider the second of the big three success principles, people. People principle number one, Club sense amongst members and staff. Club sense amongst members, staff. Club sense is about right behaviors in a particular club. Great clubs have staff and members who not only understand right behavior in their clubs, but live according to those standards. Club sense binds successful clubs into a coherent community of members and staff. People principle number 2, fun. People join clubs in part to escape from the rigors of modernity. They want to be entertained, to forget the madness. They want to smile, they want to feel joy, and they want to feel the laughter. The best clubs have a sense of humor, and that humor is evident in the discourse between the members, the management, and the employee team. People principle number 3, continuity. The great clubs have low turnover in the membership, the management team, and the staff. Members prize continuity. They're comforted by the familiar and the predictable. They select well, they're loyal to those they choose, and they value long-term relationships. Right. People principle number 4, a symbiotic management staff relationship. Just a second, I got to have a sip of caffeine. Members want to see that the staff and management enjoy their relationships with each other. People walk into great clubs and notice that the employee teams seems to genuinely like the manager, and the manager likes them. The way people say hi as they pass will speak volumes to the observant. People principle number 5, a symbiotic management board member relationship. At great clubs, members, guests, and staff quickly notice that members aren't bad-mouthing the board or grizzling at the manager, and they notice that the board and manager aren't bad-mouthing the membership. People principle number 6, accountability. People want someone to be accountable for problems when they occur. Members and staff of great clubs are well aware of who's accountable for policy decisions and administrative decisions. Absent is the frustration one feels in not knowing who makes the decisions and who's responsible for their execution and their correction. People principle number 6, access to those who are accountable. Successful clubs make sure that decision makers, be they policy or administrative decision makers, are available to the members and staff, are easy to locate, and are both inviting and approachable once found. Principle number 8, responsiveness from those who are accountable. People want to see their issues addressed, are corrected once a problem has been identified. Successful clubs address issues quickly and explain their actions or their inaction in detail to the general membership. People principle number 9, bonding opportunities. People who have unique group experiences, who share special moments together, feel bonded as a community in a very special way. Successful clubs generate lots of collective moments at the macro level for the entire membership, things like holiday events, and at the micro level for niche markets within the community, like a graduation party for high school seniors. Bonding opportunities play a critical role in building the member community. Consider the third of the big 3 success principles: things. Thing principle number 1, good services facilities appropriate to the wants, needs, and expectations of the membership. Successful clubs know what their members want and focus on and invest in the goods, services, and facilities appropriate to those wants. Thing principle number 2, quality equal to and beyond member expectations. Quality is a moving target and has many definitions, but the important one for each club is the quality of goods, services, and facility expected by its core constituency, its members and its staff. This standard of excellence is not an absolute and is related to expectations, all of which are driven by education, affluence, travel, and the benchmarks being used by the general membership. Remember, the benchmarks being used by the general membership. Great clubs know the level of quality expected by the members, provide more than is expected, and are committed to moving those expectations to the next higher level of expectations. Thing principle number 3. Quality that is delivered consistently. Predictability in everything is prized. Successful clubs establish a level of quality that equals expectations and then deliver that level of quality consistently over time. Thing principle number 4, value for the quality received. Value is paying the right price for the quality received. Value isn't about cheap. Remember this, value isn't about cheap. Value is about delivering an experience that's greater than the price being paid. Members have quality standards that have been developed and nurtured by the club and the surrounding community, and successful clubs price that quality right. Thing principle number 5, attention to the details. Successful clubs know that people see details and draw big conclusions from the little stuff. A half-filled salt shaker might be seen as staff indifferent. A newsletter with typos might be seen as manager incompetence. People see philosophy in the details, and the best clubs pay attention to those details. Thing principle number 6, aesthetic alignment. Successful clubs make sure that the aesthetics of the club, the look, the feel, the sound, the smell, are clearly understood and consistently applied. In short, that there's decorative coherence between the clubhouse and the membership. Thing principle number 7, brand recognition. Successful clubs have distinguishers, symbols of their uniqueness that when seen let the seers know this is us. It may be a particular sand trap on the golf course, the uniqueness of the architecture, or the view from the 19th hole. The best clubs leverage those distinctions, those distinguishers. Shout out, look at these things, this is us. You will know us when you see these things. And in so doing, dramatize their brand and distinguish themselves in clubdom. Thing principle number 8, community spaces and places. Successful clubs are designed with lots of places and spaces, the lobby, the bar, the grill, the living room, the pro shop, which provide opportunities for members to see each other, to be together momentarily, and to acknowledge, if only at the subconscious level, that they're all part of the special family called club. Capital C, capital L, capital U, capital B. A community with people who have a relationship to each other. Thing principle number 8, the last of my principles, money. Now, the finance committee would say this is the first principle of successful clubs. But the club needs to deliver values, people, and stuff. The big 3, cost effectively with the least expenditure of time, money, and resources. Successful clubs cover current expenses with dues, set aside money for depreciation and replacement of what is, and has an aspirational capital fund for future wants and improvements. So, talk about the success audit with your team. Discuss the strategic principles. Discuss the tactics for delivering the strategic principles. Make your successful club audit an ongoing part of every board, committee, and staff briefing. Make your successful club audit an ongoing part of every board, committee, and staff debrief. Create an audit mentality and a culture that welcomes self-examination, that welcomes reflection. Doing demands debrief. Start doing the audit. Enjoy the process. Get the board and committee focused. Commit to the principles of success. Start doing the tactics needed to realize those principles and enjoy the journey.